Well, a very disappointing night for the Republic of Ireland here in Tallaght. A 1-1 draw against Slovakia was, Emma Byrne, certainly not what we were expecting when we came here this evening.
No, absolutely not. I mean, I predicted a 4-0 win for Ireland, so obviously I wasn't predicting that. But yeah, it was a real disappointing result, and you can see the players are completely deflated. They weren't expecting it either, but more importantly for me it was the overall performance that was a little bit disappointing. We were expecting more from Ireland. We were talking about them. This is a new era for women's football and the standards have risen so much, but unfortunately we just didn't see that, and I think it's a little bit of a setback, to be quite honest.
It's not a fatal blow because Ireland, if we're looking at it as a rivalry with Finland, are 2 points behind but with a game in hand. But it felt a must win for Ireland to really take advantage of the victory over in Finland. Katie McCabe got the goal. Ireland rarely got her involved again, stuck out in the left wing. The midfield had no control. It felt like a bit of a total systems breakdown.
Yeah, this is it. This for me was the big question mark was over what were they trying to do tonight on the pitch. And when you've got a player like Katie McCabe on the pitch, you need to get the ball to her. Like, whenever you're on the ball, you need to be looking for her. And it didn't seem like that was happening, because when she did get on the ball further up the pitch, she created something. And it's just a shame, because I think it was a game tonight for switch and play. It was a game tonight for keeping calm, keeping possession, and we didn't really do either of the three, to be quite honest. And that for me is the most disappointing part.
Same conversations then heading into Georgia about how do you get Ireland's best players on the ball more often.
Well, they're going to need a bit of a confidence boost. I think training's going to be about, fun training sessions. They've done all the work. They've done everything they needed to do. They're preparing for these games for a long time now. So I think it's just about building the confidence up again. They'll definitely have a lot more time and space against Georgia, and that's something. It's actually a really good thing that they're playing against Georgia so soon after this game, because they do need to build the confidence, because they'll need to be on top form for the games after Christmas.
And it could have been a whole lot worse tonight. That low line clearance from Louise Quinn. If Ireland do come through this, if they do get to a World Cup, could well be a pivotal moment.
Absolutely,
it was sensational.
We'll be talking about that last ditch clearance. But yeah, you're right. I mean, Slovakia did surprise me a little bit. They played some nice football. They played better football than us, unfortunately. And yeah, we could be talking about a mistake again from the goalkeeper, which thank God we're not talking about, because it was 1-1 and it didn't cause the goal. But I think it's definitely time to sit back and reflect on this game, and just individually as players, and have a look at things that they could have easily done a lot better.
All right, Emma, go get warm.
I really want to get warm.
Thanks as always. Well, Vera, there were probably times during that game where you would be glad to get away with a point, but I think pre-game there was an expectation that it would be all three. Is it ultimately a disappointing evening?
I think the expectation was, especially outside the camp, I've said several times that this would be a very, very difficult game, because the ranking list does not reflect their position. Do I say this right? Because they are now full professionals also, and their play develops really, really quickly. We found it very difficult to keep the ball under pressure, and to keep our structure under pressure. And their possessional play was so good that we also found it difficult to immediately win the ball back. So that gave a frantic look on the pitch. It was as if we needed a goal against to wake up, or to let everything go, or to let the change go, or having the guts to go. At halftime we've used some clips to show that there was constantly space on the other side, so we've done that better in the second half. We've switched play more often, and we could put more pressure forward.
That lack of control, particularly in the first half of when you had possession of the ball, what do you put that down to?
Sorry?
The lack of control in the middle of midfield when you had possession of the ball, particularly in the first half. What do you think the reasons were behind that?
That they were very aggressive, and it was not only in midfield. In midfield there was an overload of plays. We knew also that. So we were playing on the side, and then the pass after was lost. Was either kicked out or was half kicked, or the pressure was so high that it was put into the defense. And that's what we need to do better. We have to be honest to each other and to the outside world that needs to be better.
And is that something that can be worked on the training ground? Is that a tactical thing, or is that a mentality thing?
No, not the mentality. The players have done everything they could. They've fought their hearts out. You cannot say anything about that. But in this game, we just couldn't get the momentum. We couldn't find the moments, as if we were having trouble with ourselves. By trying and trying and trying, we also lost the structure by times, which gave them the opportunities to become dangerous.
Katie McCabe scored a big goal, though, a captain's goal at an important time. When you're talking about spaces on the wings and that at halftime, was that one of them, identifying that maybe Katie had more space than people were realising?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and with composure to get her forward, and that is what happened. I think that Rochelle Littlejohn came on the pitch very well, and we tried to get some more passing composure to put Jamie outside and her in, and I think that helped.
Big crowd here tonight, a lot of expectation. Result not exactly what you wanted, but the players have to regroup pretty quickly for Tuesday night, and I saw everybody got in together.
We could have lost this game, that is also why we didn't put Louise Quinn forward in the 4-2-4 system, because the chance to get the goal against was at that moment bigger than that we would score over there. So we're disappointed, but we're realistic. We haven't lost. We lost 2 points, we gained 1 point. That's actually the summary, I guess. And
confident that in 4 days you can get it all together for Tuesday night?
Yeah. Tuesday night will be a must-win game.
Thanks, Vera. Katie, there was obviously a lot of expectation coming into this doubleheader that it was a 6-pointer, 2 must-win games. How disappointing was it not to come away with all 3 tonight?
Yeah, look, obviously we know we didn't start as well as we should have. I think obviously we showed great character come the second half to kind of fight back. Conceding the early goal after half time wasn't ideal, but we got forward as much as we could. But at times we just need to back ourselves a bit more going forward. And we got the point in the end, but we ultimately wanted the 3.
Sweden was obviously a very different type of game in Finland, where you knew they were going to try and really get in possession. There was an expectation that Ireland would do that to Slovakia tonight. Never really happened for the first hour of the game. What do you put that down to?
Yeah, I think we just came out of the blocks not as sharp as we wanted to. We need to start games quicker. But look, we got the draw. It's not over. There's still a lot of football to be played, and we'll be looking to finish off this doubleheader positively on Tuesday.
You gathered all the players in pretty quickly at full time. Was that the message, that while I'm sure you expected all 3 points, it's still very early in the campaign, you still have that advantage on Finland, that you can't let this become something bigger? Yeah,
look, we're concentrating on ourselves. Obviously we could have been in a better position if we had got the 3 points, but ultimately we didn't, and we'll be looking to finish on a high come Tuesday and just keep the momentum going.
Were you surprised by Slovakia? They've obviously come to Dublin a lot through the years and Ireland have a very good record against them. Did they throw up anything you weren't expecting tonight?
No, as you said, we've played them quite a few times over the years, so we know what to expect. We didn't underestimate them. We knew that they have quality within their side. But we need to just look to improve on a few mistakes we made tonight and take hold of the positives.
Do you get that sense that it's just not happening very early in the game when you talk about being slow out of the blocks, that the things you're working on in training just aren't being executed on the pitch?
No, I think it wasn't ideal, but we just need to obviously concentrate on positives going forward. That game is done now. We got the point out of it. Louise came with an unbelievable block then. It could have been a lot worse. We'll take the point.
Yeah, very much a must win now on Tuesday night.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, thanks for your time, Katie.
Cheers, thank you.